I'm Will Hunter, and you're watching Fake Leaf coverage on the Fake Sports Network. Welcome back, Fake Sports fans. After a win over the Minnesota North Stars, the Leafs start the season with a 3-game win streak as they get ready to take on the Ottawa Senators. So let's have a look at the lineups and then get into the game. Playing for Ottawa on the first line is Elias Pettersson, Dale Hawerchuk, and William Nylander. On the second line, Dmitry Voronkov, Stu Barnes, and Jerome McGinley. On the third line, Ethan Morrow, Alex Turcotte, and Jamie Langenbrunner. And on their fourth line, it's Matt Coronado, Scott Botton, and Terry O'Reilly. On defense on their first pair is Brian Dumoulin with Larry Murphy. On the second pair, Donald Urey with Racco Gudis. On the third pair, Tyler Clevin, Jeff Bukaboom. Starting in net is Richard Berger with Curtis Joseph backing up. And their scratch players tonight are Mark Howe and Brandon Gallagher. Playing for the Leafs on the first line is Zach Hyman, Eric Lindros, and Todd Bertuzzi. On the second line, Alexander Burrows, Brock Nelson, Randy McDonald. On the third line is Marcus Johansson, Vincent Danfus, and Glenn Murray. And on the fourth line is Brock McGinn, Jonathan Taves, and Mark Parrish. On defense on the first pair is Josh Morrissey with Adam Foote. On the second pair, Ivan Provorov with Tyler Myers. And on the third pair is Sheldon Surrey with Randy Hiller. Starting in net is Dominic Hasek with Artur Silov backing up. And their scratch players tonight are Philip Kurashev and Yusuf Valimaki.
What a night for hockey as two dynamic forces collide. Hasek's got to be at his best tonight in goal if they hope to win. Hawerchuk's going to be looked upon to produce some offense for his club tonight. The Battle of Ontario resumes here in Toronto tonight. It's the Leafs and Sens next. Yeah, you can just feel the buzz of this city all day long, and we are seconds away now for this opening faceoff. The Senators start things off on the right note by winning the opening draw. From the left side into the middle of the neutral zone. Sends the pass over. Toronto's looking to break out. Loose puck battle along the boards. Toronto's got possession of the puck. Tosses it on to Bertuzzi. Oh, great read on the play. Toronto's got the puck in their own end. Dishes it to Lindros. Looking for space inside the D zone. Slides the puck across to Lindros. The Senators have it against the wall. How's that for a little rock'em sock'em?
That's rock'em sock'em, and that's separating puck from player, isn't it, James? Man, he's not going to feel good.
Gains the zone through center. Moves it to Dumoulin. Oh, and he misfires on that. Pass across to Nelson. Moves by the check. The Senators gain control of the puck against the wall. Angles it over to Iginla. Ottawa's got a hold of it against the wall. And he caught him when he wasn't looking. What a hit.
Some players get into the game by physically engaging early. There's a fine line there, but that was executed perfectly.
Grabbed along the boards by Nelson. And that goes off the post and out.
So frustrating when you don't get the bounces and you just misses. That one goes off the pipe. You gotta wonder, you get the opening goal. The momentum's all in your favor.
The Senators will play it in their own end. Sends it in deep. The Leafs gain possession. From the defensive zone, they move the puck around. Here they come on the attack. And the traffic jam in front blocks the shot.
Bukaboom's really laboring out there. Looks like he's going to make it to the bench, but he's struggling to finish this shift.
Iginla's got the puck. Here's a short pass to Coronado. We got a whistle as the puck's frozen.
Buchavon's really showing his competitive instincts to stay on the ice after he's been injured, and you got to commend him for his efforts here, James. But he's got to find his way to the bench. He doesn't want to put his team in a vulnerable spot, but really he's not doing much out there anyway.
Inching closer to the midway mark of this period. The game is still scoreless. And off the draw, they'll take possession. Along the wing up the neutral zone. Oh, look at this. Here they come. They've got numbers. Oh, how did he get a glove on that? What a stop by Brodeur.
Guda's body language is painting the picture of the score sheet here, James. He's pointless in a number of games, and it's really difficult to find your game when it's creeping into your mentality. He's got to get back on track by just working hard and taking it to the net.
And they send it right back to him. Puts it in deep. Toronto's got the puck along the boards. Quick pass to Myers. The Leafs take it along the wall. Dishes it off. Oh, it almost fooled him, but he saves it. Tenacious battle for the puck along the wall. Scooped up along the wall by Dumoulin. Handles the pass at center. Ottawa's got the puck against the half wall. Fantastic save! Oh, they do it again!
Hasek made a great save on that last play, taking away a high-danger chance because of his ability to anticipate and know where the shooter's coming from.
Both teams readying here for the face-off. And they win the draw in the offensive zone, and they go to work. And a great save! Oh, great move to sidestep the check. Shot!
There we go. Eric Lindros.
Sometimes when you're an on-man rush, you can overthink it, James. You can overpass. Not here. They execute perfectly with precision passing, and you can tell there was no hesitation. They were driving, and they capitalized.
The Leafs strike first here in the opening frame. A relatively early goal here in this one.
Well, you can see that the team is starting to settle in, and it's typically halfway through the period when you can see who's got the legs and who doesn't. But it's been a consistent effort. Now they've got the lead. Hey, often when they get the lead, they finish the game with the lead. So that's a nice way to start the game.
Picked up along the boards by Murray. What a chance, but can't finish.
Well, you gotta make good on a chance like this. This is deflating, James. You don't even put it on the net and test the goaltender. That's a huge miss.
Here we go. They've really ratcheted up the intensity here now in the O-zone. And they skate it out of the danger zone. Pushes it across to Johansson. Sends it into the offensive zone. And he takes the pass. Coming down the left wing and into the zone. The Leafs have it now. Tries to feed it over to Johansson. Toronto's got the puck in the corner. Spectacular stop by the goaltender. How did he hang on to that?
Let's have a look at that last save again. It was absolutely incredible. You're under pressure, you're under attack, really under siege, and you find a way to get to the puck. This is the stuff that champions are made of.
Well past the midway mark of this period, the Leafs have taken a 1-0 lead. Toronto's got it in the offensive zone. Fires it on net. Gets in front of it for the block. Sent into the offensive zone. Toronto's got a hold of the puck now. Great read by Nylander. Makes the glove stop. There's the whistle as the goalie hangs on.
Lindros is having a lot of fun out there. Why wouldn't he be, James? I mean, he's putting up numbers left, right, and center on this point streak. But you know who's also having a lot of fun? His team. They're rallying around him. Looking forward to another one.
Toronto's got the puck inside the defensive zone. Can't get a hold of that pass. And that banks off a stick. The Leafs gain control of the puck. Moves the puck over to Provorov. Oh, look at this. Great use of the twig as he pokes that one away. Ottawa's got it across the line. Moves it to the middle. Off a stick, and they can't complete the play. Finds some space in the corner. Ottawa's got control of it now from their own end. Takes the feed in the middle of the ice. Toronto's got a hold of it along the wall. Let's get the call. The Senators will now be undermanned with a cross-checking penalty.
Well, when you're looking for the equalizer, it's tough to take a penalty and play shorthanded, James. You got to find a way to get to even strength so you can generate some offense.
Toronto's man advantage unit will take to the ice for the first time tonight.
The first power play of the game is a real tone setter. You know, you're on your toes, and you're really showing the other team that you mean business. You can be potent, and they've got to be disciplined if they don't want you to capitalize.
Another big face-off looming as this power play rolls on here tonight. Swoops in off the wing to grab the puck after the centerman tied him up. And they send it down the ice. The Leafs scoop it up along the boards. And that's stolen by Lawton. Slides it over to Bertuzzi. Sends it out front. Picked off in front. Sends it in on the attack. Moves it quickly over to Bertuzzi. Down the left wing, across into the offensive end. Back at the point, they set it up. Turns it away on the slap shot. Great heads-up play to poke it away in the offensive end. And a successful clearing attempt. This power play only has time for one more rush.
They'll have to play with urgency and not just skate the puck, but move it fast.
Toronto's across the blue line. Quick feed to Murray. Oh, and the stick folds on the play.
Well, and that's a tough one, James, when you're in a prime scoring area and you have to get back to the bench as quick as possible. So you go from being there and then being at the bench.
The worst. Ottawa's gained possession along the boards. Works it across to Bukaboom. Gaining momentum up along the side. Here's a shot, and it's stopped by the glove. Nice play there. Here in the later stages of this period, Toronto's up 1-0. First period almost in the books here, nearing the final 60 seconds. And tries to make a diagonal pass to McDonald. Takes the puck into the corner of the offensive end. The Senators gain possession along the wall. Feeds the puck over to Barnes. Toronto's looking to break out of their own end. Intercepted in the offensive end by Voronkov. Dying seconds, and he makes the save. Both teams gliding into position, and the official set to drop the puck. And with that, the first period is in the books. Both teams with a chance at a refresh will get a clean sheet of ice and come back with period number 2.
Good start for the Leafs. Let's hope they keep this up and get some insurance goals in the second.
Welcome back, everybody. Cheryl is full of popcorn now as we get set for period number 2. And we are underway here in the second period. We've played a period here, Cheryl, and we've had an intermission to collect our thoughts. What do you make of what you've seen?
James, there's been a ton of open-ended action and a lot of pace to this game. It's been real fast and entertaining. I'm surprised there's only one goal in this one. You gotta expect that it's gonna get blown open soon if this pace continues. One of the most difficult things to do in hockey is manage the pulse of the game. And when you're trailing, you got to find ways to get back in it, to fuel, to ignite yourself, to push and dictate pace. Well, that hit right there is sending a very clear message that they're still in it.
Lots of time left in this period. 1-0 to score. Off the left wing and into center. And that's deflected off someone in front. Passes it in front. And he shuts down a great scoring chance there. Looking to make something happen in the offensive zone. Good stop by Hasek. Moves it to Lindros. Carries it across the line. Takes a hit. He goes down to the ice and coughs up the puck. Scrum along the wall. Ottawa's got a hold of the puck. And that skips away on a nice defensive deflection. Moved up ahead here in the neutral zone. Shot! Grabs him with the glove. There's the whistle. We get a face-off after the goalie covers up. The Leafs have looked good offensively tonight, generating all sorts of opportunities. And a good read to get possession there with the two centermen tangled up. Reaches out and uses the stick. Shakes off the coverage. Shot comes up with the stop.
Whether you're a player or a goaltender, so much of the training is about reaction, and you can certainly tell that it has come in handy for him because he makes an incredible save just by instincts alone.
Gains the zone through the middle. Gets a hold of the puck here in his own end. Dumps it in. The Leafs get a hold of the puck along the boards. Dumps the puck in. Voronkov's got it in the defensive end. Bumped off the puck. Oh, and he gets a little nasty with that collision.
And that collision is going to create puck possession. You have to separate body from puck. Coaches love these plays, right? You're not the one that's necessarily going to gain possession, but you're going to create it.
Brodeurs going to hang on for a whistle.
I'll tell you what, James, that ain't incidental contact. That was intentional. Certainly trying to really drive that body and separate the player from puck.
The Leafs continue to lead in the second. They have been the busier team in the shot department, and as a result, they lead. Toronto's got the puck inside the offensive zone. Takes the shot. Denies him on the slapper. Makes another stop.
I'm not sure where the defense is, but I'll tell you what, the goaltender has been outstanding. Made a flurry of saves to keep his team in this one.
Hasek's going to elect to just hang on for a whistle.
Well, he hasn't been busy, James, and I like that he landed on this one. He's physically engaging, keeping himself in it.
Still a lot of time left in the period as we approach the midway mark. We've got a 1-0 hockey game thus far. Can't get it to go. Oh, what a great glove save on the play! Puck possession so critical. Another face-off coming up here. Back underway, and they take possession here inside the offensive zone. Murray's taking it from his own end. Fires it into the offensive zone. Takes the puck. Here's a short pass to Clevin. The Senators carry it along the wall. Toronto's got possession of the puck. Gets the puck in deep. Ottawa's got the puck now. The Senators will play it from the defensive zone. Slides it across to O'Reilly. Puck picked up by Johansson. The Leafs played along the boards. Puck grabbed by Lawton. Picked up along the wall by Murray. Ottawa's got the puck. The Senators have it now. Dumps it in. The Leafs gain possession in their own end. Slides it diagonally to Lindros. Along the side, here they come through the neutral zone. Here's a feed in front. Oh, what a chance! And he fanned on the puck. Well, the consecutive sellout streak continues here in this barn, and the players got to recognize this around the league, wouldn't they, Cheryl?
Absolutely. I mean, you come into a barn and you sense that the fan base is electric. You know that they're there for their team because they've been playing well, and you feel that as a player. You recognize it, and you want to do well for your fan base when they continually come out.
The Leafs have been impressive to watch tonight. They've had a lot of shots on net, and they lead it here in the second. And they win the offensive zone face-off, and here we go. Can't hang on to the puck after the play. The Senators move it ahead. To his teammate. Sends the feed in front. And that goes off a stick and off target. And now he moves it to Bertuzzi. Great defensive effort with the stick. Ottawa's got it into the offensive zone. Can't hang on to the biscuit after that. Moves the puck. Dished on over to Bertuzzi. Too many bodies in the way. Slides the puck to Nylander. Moves it around along the half wall. Passes it over. Denies him. He got all of it. The Leafs have it against the wall. Scoops up the puck. Taken by Lindros. Loses the coverage there. Good reach to the stick to knock the puck away. Ottawa's got it in their own zone. Quick pass across to Nylander. Gaining momentum along the wing. Slides the puck over. Oh, what a block. He'll get a pat on the back from the coach when he gets off, if he can get off. Toronto's got the puck against the boards. The Senators gain possession. And now he passes up to Ari. The Leafs have it from their own end. Here's an odd-man rush. Moves it in front. And that goes off a stick. And he's got that one. Moves the puck to Barnes. And now he tries to get it across to Turcotte. Sends it in front. And it's blocked. Turn that one aside. The Leafs have it now. Looking dangerous as they move along the boards. Fires it. Gets a piece of it with the glove.
These are the small space skills that some of these athletes have nowadays. They work on it continuously in practice. But to maintain possession while you're being jostled and shoved around, it's incredible to see the hand-eye coordination and the balance in this sequence to take it to the net.
Burrows plays the puck. Fires it on net. Blocked, although that might be a save.
Well, that is a save, James. I don't think the goaltender would have gotten to position in time, and he's able to take it away.
Takes a shot. Stopped by the goaltender. Here's a pass to the middle. The shot. And there it is. Stopped by Hasek. Oh, it's another consecutive save. Oh, he denies him again.
That's an incredible sequence of saves. He is so dialed in, but I gotta say, where are the D-boxing out?
Toronto's got the puck along the boards. Oh, he kind of struggled with that one, but he got just enough to keep it out.
A player should never be left alone in the slot, but man, is the goaltender to task here. Gets out in front of it and makes the save.
Toronto's been bringing the heat offensively all night long, and they continue to lead here late in this middle frame. And that concludes the second period of play. Still one more period of regulation time. We'll see what happens in the third next.
Not a bad second period. They kept the score the same. Once again, let's hope they get some insurance goals in the third.
Period number 3 just moments away as the official signals both teams into position. Final frame is underway here. Well, Pounder, we've played more than 40 minutes now in this one. How do you view things?
Ottawa's going to have to outwork the goaltender here, James. I really like their play in the offensive zone. They've driven the paint. They found ways to get the puck to net. They just haven't solved the riddle of the goaltender. They're going to have to get some net front presence and take away the eyes if they want to put it in.
Directs it on over to Dumoulin. Puts him right into the wall.
Wow, this is great. He closes quickly, and you can hear the boards reverberate, James. This was a huge hit.
Pumped away. There's another great save.
They make some consecutive saves there. He's got to be wondering where his defense are. I mean, how about a little help?
Quick pass to Morrissey. Shot! Brodeurs opted to hang on to the puck for a face-off.
Let's have another look at that monster of a hit there, James. So you got to love it. You have to have great timing, and you got to know when your opponent's vulnerable.
We're still in the early stages of this period. Toronto's ahead 1-0. Offense's own face-off, and he wins the draw. Oh, breaks it off the outside of the iron. Thought he had the corner, but clearly not. Brodeurs going to give everyone a chance to breathe and hang on to the puck.
Morrissey's last chance is going to ring off the post here, James. He is frustrated, looking up at the stands, up at the sky right now. He can't believe he didn't put it in the net.
Toronto's got the lead early in the third period. They have been the far busier team offensively tonight. Start winning the draw here inside the offensive zone. Tremendous block on the play.
Well, and the bench really erupts on that one because otherwise it would have been in the back of the net.
Turns it over. Toronto's moving it into the offensive end. Turns him away from behind the net.
They're all over the puck here, James. I mean, their opponent, they don't even have time to breathe.
And that's blocked in traffic. And look at this. They've really ratcheted up the intensity here. And they've got it in their own end here. And they've got it in their own end now. And they go the other way as they clear the zone. Now over to Barnes. The Leafs gain control of the puck against the wall. Tries to get it to Morrissey. Deflected away. Nice defensive use of the stick there. Makes a move in front. Gets control of the puck here in his own end. Slides it across to Lindros. Takes a shot, and that's blocked away. Toronto's got a hold of the puck now. Myers has the puck against the half wall. Receives the pass. Toronto's got control of it now from their own end. We'll get a face-off after the puck stays covered up.
Brodeurs has been a difference maker tonight here, James. And if you look at the sequence of saves, making the ones that you have to, right? The timeliness of it, finding ways to keep the puck out, and that just infuses confidence throughout the entire group. And you can often see it in the next shift after a big save.
Toronto's been on a roll all night long, and they continue to lead in the third. They take possession as he locks him up off the faceoff. Along the half wall with the puck. Rocked him right against the boards.
Well, he's up and along the wall, and there is no give, James, and that was just a thunderous hit.
Play whistle dead as the puck goes into the bench, and I think that woke up a few players.
Oh, that's an absolutely massive hit, James. These are the types of hits that can change the landscape of the game. The power of the legs right through the body. Lack of awareness there on the puck carrier.
Still lots of time left in the period. We got a 1-0 game to this point. Toronto's going to start off with the puck here in the neutral zone after winning that faceoff. Along the right wall, into the offensive end. Toronto's got a hold of it against the wall. Oh, relentless pressure, and they come up with the turnover.
The Senators have been picking off passes left, right, and center. You know the coach is going to like this, but it has to transition to offense because this game's awfully close.
Moves with the puck in the corner, and that's blocked. Tries to get the puck to Dumoulin. Howardchuk's got it across the line. Into the middle, and that shot's blocked. Angles it over to Hyman. Toronto's got the puck in the corner. Feeds it over. Right on the doorstep. The Leafs gain control of the puck. And it's kicked away. Quick pass to McGinn. Puck scooped up by Coronado. Gains the zone from the right. Feeds it across. Toronto's got the puck.
The Leafs have played extremely well within their systems tonight. They've been defensively structured and they've been layered in their own zone, and now they're protecting the shutout. Know that their tenders made some saves.
Oh, it stays out! Wow!
I don't know how it stayed out. Neither do the fans in this building, no matter who you're cheering for. You gotta give kudos to that save, James. We thought it was in the back of the net, so did everyone else.
The Senators move it in. Here's a chance to the middle. Oh, and he comes up with a stop. Detroit's on the schedule next, and tickets still available for this one, so get them before they're gone. Past the halfway mark of this period, the Leafs lead it 1-0. Great read by the winger to take possession with the two centermen tied up. Dumps it into the O-zone. The Senators gain possession along the wall. Ottawa's got a hold of the puck. Barnes gains the zone. Moves it quickly over to Voronkov. Big time stop there. Hasek's going to hang on to the puck for a whistle. Toronto's attempt to put more pucks on net has paid off as they lead it in the third. Nelson's won it in their own end. Handles the pass. Gains the zone through the middle. Looking to make something happen along the boards. And he loses both the puck and his balance after that hit. The Senators scoop it up along the boards. Taken along the wall by Bukaboom. Cleven's got it in the defensive end. Here's a shot. Oh, steals a goal as he flashes the glove with the stop. A lot on the line here in this offensive zone faceoff. The Leafs win the defensive zone faceoff. Feeds the puck to Murray.
Well, you're leading late in the game. You've got to find a way to kill the clock. You know what the best thing is to do? Make sure it's not in your zone. That takes the pressure off, and that's a smart dump right there.
Sends it deep inside the offensive zone. And that's intercepted by Provorov. Toronto's gained the line and into the zone. And he comes up with it. The Senators have a hold of it in the defensive zone. They put the puck into the offensive end. Toronto's got the puck behind the net. Shakes off the defender with some nifty moves. And not much on that one.
Brodeurs able to make that save look easy, James. It's because he gets to the top of his crease, he cuts down his angles, and then he can redirect it to safety.
The Leafs look to start the transition game. From the right side, they gain the zone. With possession along the wall. Blocked by Brodeur.
That's a fantastic save by the goaltender, but his team has to do a better job of protecting the middle of the ice. Those high-danger scoring chances eventually go in.
The Leafs have been the busier team in the shot department, and they lead it late in this third period. And he takes the dish. Nylander's into the offensive zone now on the attack. Turns it away.
He does a great job of reading the defender's stick here. James, he knows exactly how to create a little time of space, and he takes it.
Here in the late goings of the period, 1-0 is where we sit at this point. Lindros wins possession in the defensive zone. Can't maintain possession. Battle along the wall. The Leafs will play it from the defensive zone. Toronto's in on the offensive attack now. Ottawa's got possession of the puck. Inside of the last minute here in this third. You mess with the bull, you get the horns. Here we go.
This is all about safeguarding the Stars, isn't it? They're the elite players in the game. When they get hit like that, as a teammate, you got to back them up.
And that'll be the end of this one as the two rivals separate.
Well, in these types of rival games, there's physicality and there's frustration. When the two meet, a fight ensues.
It's hard to see there. I guess Adam Foote won that one.
That duo, that back and forth action, and they'll just sit for 5 minutes, get some.
For a second there, I thought he lost.
It can be exhausting.
The gloves are back on, the buckets are strapped back in, and we still got a game to play here with an upcoming face-off. Face-off here in the neutral zone, and we are back underway. Ottawa's got a hold of it along the wall. They fight for it along the boards. Voronkov's got the puck in his own zone. On the attack along the boards. Great use of the body to knock him off the puck. And that's poked away by Lindros. They've got to find a way to get some offense here, and they've got the extra attacker route with the goaltender at the bench. Fires to the empty net, and that doesn't go. Ottawa's got the puck inside the defensive zone. Nice zone entry on the left side. A chance in front. Denies him. Puck is frozen, and we get a stoppage in play. Here we go. Face off inside the offensive end. The net is empty. They've got the extra attacker out. Lutton's won the draw here, and they'll go on the attack. Oh, he needed to make that save with time winding down. Final horn sounds, bringing this one to an end. Well, what a performance defensively. We know they can score, but this was all about the D.
Well, it was all about the D, and how about the goaltender? I mean, pitches his first shutout of the season here, James. And most importantly, it's so difficult to make saves in this game. The shooters are so much stronger. They get it on and off their stick in a hurry. And he was just moving left to right to left, so quick, powerful, efficient stride, getting it done between the pipes.
Thanks so much for taking time out of your schedule to join us tonight. From all of us here at EA Sports, I'm James Cebulski. See ya.
Good game for the Leafs. Couldn't get any insurance goals, but they didn't need them. One was enough. As they outshoot Ottawa 29-26, out hit them 40-37, have more time to attack. Ottawa has the better passing percentage. Toronto won the faceoffs 20-12. There's only one power play in the game. It was for Toronto, and they went 0 for 1. For the box scores for Toronto, he had Lindros with a goal, and Hasek was a perfect 26 for 26. For Ottawa, they had no scoring, and Brodeur made 28 saves on 29 shots, 1 goal allowed for a .966 save percentage. And with the win, Toronto now has a 4-0 record for 11 points, and still sit 22nd in the league. So remember to like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss the next series. Toronto takes on the Detroit Red Wings.